Welcome back to my channel, my dear family and friends. It is the 23rd of December. Silver is going to the moon. It's just beginning. I saw a post that said, is it too late to get into silver? Silver is just starting. It's a great time to buy silver, in my opinion. It's a great time to buy copper. It's a great time to buy XRP, XLM, DJT. Those are the things that I'm focused on in terms of investments. It's a great time to buy a piece of land and move on to it. It's a great time to clear the decks and get ready to go into another yet another change of life for the better, for success. It's time to really accept success, in my opinion. Even though things look kind of uh, kind of dreary and in some with some eyes. Always take what resonates, leave behind what does not. That's a good one, Wade. Just another reminder, collective, to hit the like button. Thanks. I recognize your name from other live shows. Good evening. Right. Thank you, Sandra. But I think we're heading for the promised land, and it's not going to be in my opinion, it's not going to be a momentous like event happening. That's completely deep state. That's the way the deep state operates. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to like it. Well, maybe it is to some degree. I mean, if you think of what silver is doing now, it's just unbelievable. All these years, and everybody predicted that when silver went above uh, $30, that was the end of the Fed. That was the end of this release the silver. Yeah. So but what does it point to? It points to the idea that things of value have value. XRP, DJT, copper. I mean, I'm big on copper. I just ordered some more copper, but it's the I think the idea is more about becoming empowered to be your to be a non-slave, to go beyond slavery, to go beyond the fear space, to go beyond predictable or predictive programming, and claim your freedom. That's what it seems like to me. Great minds think alike. Yeah. Raven, cloud, empath is ravens. Silver is an awesome investment. It is. It is. You were stalking me, yeah. Release the silver. So, but this points to really to the new world, because the elites cannot control things anymore. They're losing control, and that's huge. And I was watching a video from Mr. Geiger, the president of the republic, and he was reminding us that our world was taken from us in 1860. Essentially, the Civil War was not what we think about, what not what we think it was. Just like all the wars, we think it was, North versus South, Germany versus the United States. All these wars, these were set up wars. These were satanic events. And my nickname is Sandy, like Sandy Beach. We have Big Sandy out here. Big Sandy is the wash that runs in my neck of the woods. It's the biggest wash around. Apparently, according to a friend of mine, it has no gold in it. Just Google what you want, the live version. 1871 Corporation, right? So we this is this is the breaking of this system. Whether it's been officially broken already, whether we're under military law right now, so we're under martial law, it seems to me. I don't know how you explain it. Continuity of government, of governance, and it's all proceeding in a way that appears normal. continuance, continence, continuance of governance apparently was designed, I just learned this today, for atomic events, nuclear events. So in the event of a nuclear explosion, they would have this continuity of governance, that the government would kind of you know produce the illusion that everything was okay. And so too in this event, because we've been attacked. They stole the election. They've stolen the banking system. The now President Trump is taking down the pharmaceutical company before our eyes. They can no longer charge outrageous prices. They're being taken out. Whole medical model is being destroyed. Next, he's going to work on the insurance companies. But this is exciting, and this is, it goes back to Lincoln. They killed Lincoln because he wanted to institute a currency that was ours, and not run by the bank of by the federal banking system. And you were living large. So, uh, um, yeah, so it's a lot of optics. Stack silver and gold. Yeah, I would keep stacking. I mean, I basically had to sell a lot of most of my gold and silver, really all of it. But I'm gonna, as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna keep buying XRPs, keep buying XLM, keep buying Donald J. Trump. These are things that have value, that have intrinsic value. The fusion thing, they can't stop it anymore. They've been stopping all the advanced energy inventions in the past 100 years or so, and they can't stop it anymore. You going camping, guys? Yeah. West Palm Beach. May the force be with you. Amen. Uh, I never seen you on this vlog before. I was with from the start. Okay, Ian Bell. Yeah, yeah. I remember your name 100%, and Sandra as well. So yeah, I think it's a done deal, but I don't think it's going to be bells and whistles and announcement and trumpets blaring. Although it really is trumpets blaring. President Trump coming out and saying we're going to build beautiful ships again, and that's it. So I'm going to go. I'm going to like kind of break from what I've been doing in the last couple of weeks. I'm just going to go straight to the stories. I'm drinking Brian's French roast, which is called Freight Train. My original favorite Brian brew was Freight Train. I love them all. Skywalker, Wyatt Earp, all these coffee, organic coffee, you know, uh, produced in small batches by Brian himself. It's amazing coffee, and he still sends me. He's just such a sweetheart. He still sends me coffee. I haven't really had time to reach out to him so much. I'm kind of live on the fly, but I think we're coming into on all levels success. The silver is just the beginning. The RV, the dinars, the dong, all these things, I think are going to be coming soon. So just hold on, and it's very interesting to me to see how one is affected by success. It's not necessarily an easy thing, but like I'm having some success with the LifeWave patches, and I'm realizing like I have certain patterns in my thinking, like you know, it's not good enough. I shouldn't have sold my silver. I'm like, it's like, but it's instead of like just being joyous and just saying, and this is really where we have to really work, or I have to really work on myself. It's just like, hey man, I'm becoming successful with LifeWave. It's like, it's a great thing. It's a great product. It helps people. It allows me to keep working at 70 to be building houses, and it's an incredible force. I just I'm just, I didn't expect, like, it's like, well, I expected to make a lot of money with silver. I sold my silver. I expected to make a lot of money with the channel. Never happened. I expected to make a lot of money with my lawsuit against the Department of Education. Didn't happen. And now I'm being successful. I'm sort of successful with LifeWave, or going in that direction. And it's like I'm like second guessing myself. I'm saying, like, well, this isn't really how I expected it to go down. Like, should I be upset? Should I be down on myself because it wasn't through silver? But I mean, I don't know. It's just the idea of success is a very important thing to consider, because I think we're all going to be very successful, and we have to figure out how we want to approach our success. Do you want to approach it with joy? Do you want to approach it with fear? Do you want to approach it with an expansive nature, and the ability to use those resources to further the cause of righteousness and charity and building beautiful things for yourself and others? Or do we want to, it's just, it's something to think about, because I think very shortly we're all going to be successful. But motherhood is my success. Yeah, that's a huge one. Being a parent is huge. uh Sandra's gutsy, yeah. um so r- Grand Rising, everyone, is the best, and the best is yet to come. I think so. I think we're really heading for an amazing year ahead. It's good. We all, November came, the crypto thing happened, and the ISO 220. We're all like, okay, now it's, but the silver is just the beginning, because it points to the idea that the creepazoids that have been in power since the days of Lincoln, if not before, are losing it. They're losing their ability to control the population. You see it worldwide. All these countries, in Serbia now, in Europe, are revolting against the France, the farmers, and they're all rebelling against Brussels and the EU. The globalists are dying. I think Rothschild said that if we lose Ukraine, we lose it all, because this was a big center of money laundering and child trafficking, adrenochrome production. There were a lot of underground facilities in there. I know it had something to do with Chernobyl. I don't think we really can understand. I don't think the information is really available to us to really know what really happened. But all these things are coming out. Children, yeah, it's all about the children. It's really all about the children. I've mentioned many times in the prophecy, the Yidden in the prophecy of the Yidden, that nature itself will change, and we will repopulate the world very easily. In other words, a woman will have multiple births from one inception, and the children will either be born fully grown. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to happen. I mean, it sounds a little weird, right? But I think we're gonna really just reach a point where the old world cracks open, and we walk out of our little eggshells into expansiveness that we can't even imagine right now. Executive orders being fulfilled. Yeah. Sitting by a Christmas tree with glowing. It's beautiful. God bless the children 100%. Hi, family. Love to all. Yeah, this has been a very a beautiful collection of souls that has taken place on this channel, and I thank you all. And I thank you all for your support with LifeWave as well. It wasn't, I was figuring by now I'd be an XRP millionaire. I mean, but it will happen, but it's just not. It's not happening the way I expected, but silver is a great place to start. That's a real breakout. That's like the people's currency. It's biblical. It has real intrinsic value. It's used by so many, solar panels and so many applications. AI. I think they're gearing up for the new world, the new AI world, where they're going to need massive amounts of energy, hence DJT with the fusion production. I mean, a media company joining forces with a company that not only has been studying fusion but's ready to go into production. This is amazing. How his stock went down a couple days? That's usual for a successful stock from what I've seen. Like when it first comes out. Like I mean it's we're just in the initial understanding that this merger went forth, and now the prices were treated a bit, but it's just a more of an opportunity to buy free energy. Yeah, it's we're coming into the promised land, and it seems like to me, auto industry will change. All industries are going to change. They're saying that they limited even the design of autos. Can you imagine if we're allowed to design cars and autos that really work for us and not be limited by the creepazoid parasite governance that limits everything. This is where we are being liberated. We're going back to 1860, and we're going to reclaim the republic and walk into absolute sovereignty and freedom. Only organic AI, right? Going from confusion to fusion. The con is gone, right? Yeah, that's nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Let's post that for everyone to see. Going from confusion to fusion. They've been saying, I mean, I always understood that fusion was many decades away, but now they're saying they have the technology. It's just that the creepazoid Rockefeller gas guzzling clowns and their all their associated minions have put everything else down. Hey, Anton. So we're heading for good stuff. Let's just look at a couple stories. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit quicker. Let's see. Go to X. Yeah, let's go to X. I'm not even gonna go. Let's see. Okay, listen to him. Let's go up to silver supply chain snap. Next stop $80. Okay, it's just going to keep going up, and so too with copper, with XRP, with all these things. El Salvador. I'm going to skip that one. I'm not. Trump has deported so many illegals. Now rental vacancies are up 50%, and rent prices are finally falling. While blue collar wage growth just hit a 65-year high, it'll take years to undo the Biden catastrophe of open borders and inflation. But blue collar and young Americans are seeing progress for the first time in years. Okay, so things are really turning around. Evil is what we're up against. The Bible declares the Satan, the God of the world. Once you understand this, you will better understand the satanic world. I don't know. This is Vatican Heart of the Serpent. I'm not going to go there. The weapons they weaponize your empathy against you. Leftists use pathos to override logos in order to push their activism. The pity play is a common form of this. It disarms you by flooding you with pity, guilt, and moral urgency so your judgment and discernment never get a chance. The Great Awakening. Let's just see what this is. The breaking. Oh yeah, I read the Georgia Board of Elections just dropped this bombshell revealing that hundreds of thousands of ballots in Georgia in the 2020 presidential election were counted twice. Right, complete and totally validated. 2020 Trump. I'm going to the Q post now. It says there will come a time none of them will be able to walk down the street. Okay, so that's pretty cool. All this is happening at once. It's really it's great. That's a great saying, Ian. I really like it. All houses are overvalued. Yeah, in my opinion. Apparently the housing prices are due for a real a real bring down. Houses, cars, etc. Yeah. Housing prices will go down substantially. I think so. No more plastic items. Yeah, that would be great. So, yeah, all this is happening next week. I'll get to energy stock. I will get into energy stock. I think it's worth. I mean, it's very low right now, but listen. I would invest in DJT anyway. I invested in him in a way back, and it went up to $60. And then it went, and I couldn't buy it at first, but then it went down to like $20 and $15, and I started accumulating, but I had to sell. But now he's talking about fusion. I thought he was getting into crypto stuff, which my feeling now is better to own silver and gold than invest in gold mines. That's just where I'm holding now. So and I only invest in things I'm excited about, but I'm very excited about fusion. I mean, imagine powering the city with salt water, with seawater. Safer investments. Um, Sold stocks for silver. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I did also. I mean, in a way, but well, I really sold everything for land. At this point, I just have to be happy with what I have, and today we fired up the well, man. We got our own water. We didn't have to drive for 2 hours to get water today. We needed water desperately. So I said, okay, let's fire it up, man. We had gone and we got all the tools we needed, and we had all the stuff, and we basically just put the pipe to the nozzle and fired up the generator and filled up our tank. And we have a lot more work to do with that, but that's where my silver went. It went into land and well and solar panels and that kind of stuff. Right, keep on stacking. But I think there are other investments. I wouldn't I agree with you. It's getting a bit pricey. I think in my mind copper is the way to go right now. I don't know. I don't think I think silver has a tremendous upside. It'll probably go to $1,000 pretty soon. And that's amazing. That's an amazing investment. But I don't think one should focus on one investment. I think one should have very eggs in different baskets. That's just my personal opinion. Missiles, yeah, there's a lot of use for missiles, a lot of use for copper as well. And copper's trading at 34 cents. So imagine how much copper you could buy. If it goes to $50, man, you're set. Toilet paper just around the corner. Yeah, I think copper is a very good investment right now. Right now XRP, XLM, the ISO 222 coins are very low. I don't know how they're keeping it so low, but they are. Copper's my favorite too. Yeah. Uh, my popcorn is upgraded to lobster. Nice. Popcorn is the upgrade. Listen. I don't eat lobster, but I love popcorn. I mean, Danielle's like, she's like, oh, we can't. She doesn't want to eat popcorn. I'm like, can't we have popcorn tonight? To me, that's better than lobster. So invest in your health. Yeah, I think so. I mean, silver's going right. Dinar, XRP, XLM. It's all going to go up. We're all going to be millionaires. We're every one of us. Even if you're not an investor, you're you're going to have plenty of money because there won't be this evil force that took over in really in 1860, but for sure took over in 1913 with the sinking of the Titanic and the establishment of the Fed. These bad boys are going. Trump has taken them down, man. I mean, just look at it. He got big pharma down, the medical community, the med beds are coming. I don't know when, but let's hope soon. I totally love dark chocolate. Me as well. The brand that we like is the cowboy chocolate. You can get it at Sprouts. There's a new one called Snake Bite, which has cayenne pepper that Daniela really likes. But yeah, health is wealth. Absolutely. Strawberries, I'm not so sure. I don't really like the berries that are like commercial berries. I think if I grew my own, They might be tastier, but I'm getting closer to Babylon is falling. 100%. 100%. I'm ready for a buffet dinner now. Yeah. Um, Cacao kills parasites. Nice. By the way, I'm starting I'm starting a kind of like a lifestyle channel. I'm going to do a broadcast once a week. It's looking like it's going to be Wednesday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're not going to start next week or the week after, but we will probably start in 3 weeks. And it's just going to be me and a couple of friends, and maybe you guys will come on if you have something to share. But it's going to be a half-hour show, very very short. But I want to focus on LifeWave and other things of interest. Glutathione, we're going to go into glutathione and all kinds of things of because I believe that we're at a juncture here at a cross, like a fork in the road where so much knowledge is coming forth that we need to explore it as a community. So we're starting a little show. We'll be doing that besides the Dr. Stacy show, which I do on Tuesday at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. A few sleeves of copper today. I think copper is where silver was. That's what I'm thinking. Lifeway was my best buy this week. I think so too. We got the glutathione patch, and we're really excited about how we feel. What expectations for 2026? Chocolate declassification deal, right? My daughter was 10 years old, and she loves your channel. Oh, that's so sweet. I go through, I'm going through, I'm being heavily shadow banned, or things are just not like it's not clicking. Like, like I said, I got 50,000 hits, and now I'm getting like barely 1,000 hits now. And I don't sweat it too much, but I don't know why would they, why would they shadow ban? It just doesn't make sense. Um, but I really appreciate when somebody tells me they really like my channel. Like I do have a part in my makeup that tells me, like, you're bound to fail eventually. You do it long enough, you're going to fail. I know most of us have some version of that, like creeping around in the back, in the darkness of our minds. But that's what I'm saying is, like, we need to reprogram that demon of doubt, wrestle him to the ground, and embrace the angel of success, or whatever you want to call it. I think we need to, like, gear up for tremendous success and sex in 2026. Tremendous expansion of knowledge. That's another kind of wealth. Just knowing that you got cancer, you go and you take your I can't pronounce it, but you know what I'm saying. You go and you take your anti-parasite things. It's just that we're at it. We're I mean, I just remember when Q said that we already have the cures to cancer, or something to that effect. I was like, really? It just seemed so impossible to cure cancer. And that's because they didn't want to cure cancer. They never wanted to. They wasn't even their interest. They wanted to make some money. But Tom Numbers, yeah, I find him. I don't have the patience for Tom Numbers, but Rosemary sourced a great treatment for diabetes from Brazil. Yeah, I think these are the kind of things, Grant, that we can share on the channel. Grant's going to be on the channel with me and Norman, and we're just gonna we're planning to do a little bit. By the way, a little communicating this week about it. And then in 2 weeks, Grant, we're going to do a practice run. And then in 3 weeks, we'll come out with the show. So we look forward to working with Grant and Rosemary and Norman, and probably other people will come onto the channel. Wouldn't it be nice to know the truth? 100%. Sandra, I can never catch Tom wrong time for me. Yeah, get notified. You got notified today. Okay, so maybe AI is that's because you're over the target. I guess so. Yeah, it's too bad because, I mean, give it up. The deep state is they talk about like they're poisoning the well before they leave. It's relentless evil. It's hard for us to understand. Fenbendazole, fenbendazole, yeah, and ivermectin and all the other. I mean, some guy got arrested for promoting apricot pits for curing cancer. I mean, all these things. It's just, why would they do this? If I can help people with problems with diabetes, it will make my heart swell. Yeah, and I think we can. I think there are a lot of, I don't want to limit the channel to LifeWave. I do want to promote the product because I really believe in it, but I do a specific thing with Dr. Stacy on Tuesday, but this will be on Wednesday, 4:30 Eastern time. In 3 weeks, we'll be starting, and we want to just share, and we want to open up the community to breakthroughs in lifestyle. Like Norman and I are both on a kind of a version of the carnivore diet, so we can share that. And we both do intermittent fasting, and Grant has, I'm sure, a lot of things that he can share, and Rosemary from Brazil. But it'll be an amazing show, I think. Normal folks can't understand evil. Yeah, it's just too out there. It's like, even when I watch shows on Netflix, I'm just like, it's just like, whoa. So many withheld solutions for better health. Yeah, it's really a pity. Q is the best. Yes, absolutely. I love Q. Uh, Great for your health. Yeah, wear copper on each wrist along with XRP. Yeah, Grandma Linda, I told you I've started to wear. I don't know if it's in this hat, not in this hat, but I've started to. I have a thick copper wire that I put around my hat band on the inside, and I have a little wire sticking out of the. At the must look pretty weird to people who notice these things, but risky business. Yeah, so many withheld solutions. But yeah, I think copper and LifeWave, and there are other things that we want to discuss, like intermittent fasting, and a diet heavy in fats, and not no seed oils, this kind of stuff. All these things that I think are common knowledge, but we want to just make it a little more accessible to everyone, like a halo. Yeah. Well, you can just. I took a wire that, I mean, I'm a wannabe redneck, man. So up here. Well, now that we have a well, man, I mean, it's just, we don't have to leave so much. We don't have to go. We don't have to leave our home all the time. And but yeah, copper poles in the garden. Yeah, I have copper poles in my garden. I'm almost ready soil wise. I've been importing a lot of soil from Home Depot to my new garden, and I put a bunch of old cactus stuff in there, and made it. I'm trying to mulch it up. I'm a big mulcher, but yeah, so much is happening. So much beauty, and I think 2026 is just going to be a remarkable year. But don't expect like flashy, you know. What was that? The evil ones were going to have this Project Blue Beam. I don't think we're going to be subject to such drama. I think the drama is going to be dropped. The llama and the drama are going to be moved out. It's just going to be a world that makes sense, where things of value have value, and things of no value, like, look at all the poisonous things, that the beverages alone that people drink routinely and very proudly, swig down a Coke without knowing what's really in it. Our world is amazing. I agree. My grandma garden, tinfoil pie plants to deter the birds away, silver shining objects to scare the birds. Olive oil, coconut oil, even avocado, all better for your health, right? But in general, I mean, well, in this household, we do a little bit of olive oil, and that's about it. But we're really moving more to tallow, using beef tallow, and I don't know if I mentioned, but we actually found a pizza place in Las Vegas that uses tallow and no oil. Really pretty amazing. The golden age. We're coming to the golden age. You want to return to nature? Well, thank you for saying that, because I've I just I love it up here. I love being busy doing little projects. I mean, we cook on the campfire, and we just like it's raining here for the next couple days, which is very unusual for us. We're not used to moisture or rain. So Danielle and I said, let's, now that we have a toilet inside the perimeter, we call it the perimeter. Let's put a couple of I'm not ready to do the official roof yet, but let's just put some plywood over the toilet so we can go to the bathroom in the rain without having to get wet. This is big to us, but that's the price you pay for living close to nature and feeling it. Like, just to mention, I think it's going to be an amazing year. I don't use oil now. I have ghee. Yeah, is that I pronounce it right? How do you say it? G. I can't pronounce it right, but um, I'm hard of hearing, and I lost my hearing aid about 2 or 3 years ago, and I don't care. The chemtrails are in my area of Florida. Yeah, Daniela keeps lobbying, and people keep saying maybe it's ivermectin in the sky, maybe it's the good guys, because it doesn't really make sense to me. It seems like, granted, we are in a war, and we don't really know where we are in this war, but it just seems pink skies here in Northern California. Yeah, I think Southern California is due for some really weird rain, like 10 inches of rain soon. I wish I could share my sunrise with you. Well, why don't you exchange information somehow, or you could, if you want each other's number and you don't want to do it online, just send me a Gmail saying, guess, could you pass this on to Ian or Sandra, and I'll connect you guys. Thank to the good hats. Yeah, think to it is good hats. Yeah, um, it is clean milk fat. Yeah, clean milk fat. Right, milk fat. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. I know Daniela just bought some. I don't really. I'm not up on all the latest things. It's buttermilk, yeah. Okay, it's buttermilk. She knows everything. I just work here. But yeah, I mean, I'm loving the carnivore diet. I'm we roasted up some a rib roast today, and we took all the meat off it, and we were now continuing to cook just the bones to make a really rich bone broth. It's pretty exciting. Most of it was done on the campfire. Since it's raining and I'm doing this video, I brought it in, so it's cooking on our little stove here. Sure. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Organic tallow is great too. Yeah, yeah. We have a good tallow. Danielle, she only buys the best, and I'm the one that pays for it. Actually, LifeWave pays for it, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, let me just put the contact, and thank everybody for joining us with LifeWave. It's just, they say in in Jewish circles that on Rosh Hashanah God decides what you're going to make and how you're going to make it. But I expected to make money in a different way, but I'm not saying, I'm not like, really really successful as Michael Jaco is, but I hope to be. I really want to be successful because I love the product. I love sharing it with people. I think it does amazing things, not just for people's health, but for their consciousness, because they're focused on health. They're investing in their health, just like you invest in your wealth, and I think that's really important. I'm just going to play. It's like a med bed. Yeah, like a med bed. That's an old thing. Okay, so let me go back to the chats. You have bone broth, yum. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to make our own bone broth. We bought a big cast iron pot, like a huge, huge cast iron pot, and we're planning to make bone broth outside on the campfire. Mine is beef broth. Haven't tried chickens. Yeah, it's just it's such an it's such an open discovery world. The diet, the clothes, even like when I met Danielle, I was all poly, all poly clothes, and I was pretty comfortable because it kept me pretty toasty in the winter. But then I switched to linen and wool and cotton, and I just oh, sorry, I'm yawning. I just feel more relaxed. It makes me feel comfortable. But all these kinds of changes, I think we're all changing. We're going back to the future. We're going back to Tartaria. I'm sure the Tartarians knew about it. They said they all wore hats with copper bands on them. So I cook a homemade beef stew and recently learned lasagna. Nice. Nice, Sandra. Those are great things to cook, by the way. Yeah, we're coming into a new world. Let's go to the thoughts. Let me go to my. But oh yeah, let me just play a quick video about LifeWave. But thank everyone for trying it. For you can reach out to Dr. Stacy if you want to talk to somebody, or you can just sign up. Now, when you come to our new channel in a couple weeks, I'm going to have all the sign up information for Grant and Rosemary and Norman. See, if you want to sign up under them, it's fine with me. You'll still be part of our organization. And if you prefer to work with Grant or you prefer to work with Norman or Rosemary, you could have your pick. Anyway, those of you who are stuck with me, I hope it's okay. But you could still work with or Danielle if you want to work with Danielle. You could work with her. I think she's more responsive than me. She really she works very hard at LifeWave. It's just such a beautiful thing. She knows a lot. She knows a lot. She researches all day long, and then she unfolds, she introduces me to her latest findings, and I'm invariably, I'm the old stick in the mud. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like when she started with the intermittent fasting, I was like, that can't be good for you. And then we met Dr. Kiltz, and Dr. Kiltz had fasted for 14 days. He said, I feel great. I mean, just, expect the unexpected, expect things that you never even thought about to be dominant parts of your new life. Yeah, I'm really glad you guys are reaching out to each other. That makes me happy. We'll swing the door open. Why truth and reconciliation of God and man is on the cusp. Yeah, I think so. I thought Keynes made mustard. I don't know about that, but linen hats with copper. Yeah, go figure, right? We were known for the tinfoil hats, but let me just play this quick video, and then we'll go to the thought stream, and we'll call it a night because I'm a little tired. Let's see. Yeah, here, let's just play this real quick.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully? A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. With the energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science. At longevity. At exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation. Take control of your well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave.
Kind of a cool video, right? So, if you want to get in on this, I invite you to talk to Dr. Stacy if you like, or just sign up. If you want to wait a couple weeks and sign up under Grant or Norman or Daniela or Rosemary, that's fine with me too. But you could sign up under me now and try the X39 first, and then you can add the other patches. We're just adding patches. It seems like every week we have a new patch, and it's exhilarating. And you for me, like, I don't think about my health anymore. I just don't have to. It's just a done deal. It's just like everything is pretty much running fine. I do have some back issues, but I find that the X39 keeps it in check because I'm constantly lifting rocks that 70-year-old men probably shouldn't be lifting, but I do it carefully. And there are just things out here where you just find yourself all of a sudden you have to grab something, or you have to jump up on your truck, and it can be a little tricky. But anyway, so let's go to the thought stream real quick and just see if there's anything of, this is always interesting, the Q posts and their relevance. I'm just going to go to the top of this. X Payments goes live, finance unchained. Elon just dropped X Payments and it's ready to start moving markets. P2P payments launched December 18th, live across US and beta. Zero fee instant transfers via wallet. Bank card crypto coming Q1. Over 1 million signups in 72 hours. X Credit offers up to 1,000 in instant loans for verified users. No legacy gatekeepers, no friction, just alternative payments with the X factor. Bypasses banks entirely. I mean, this is huge, huge information. Go up, go up and never stop. Mr. Poole was low key talking about silver. Just keep going, guys. We got this. There's a lot to break down in the post about the uh, the election, the theft of the election. El Salvador celebrates Christmas as one of the countries in the world. Uh, he impeached the judicial tyrants, canceled woke policies, kicked out George Soros, and put the cartels in prison. This is where we're going as a world. The U.S. is ready to recognize independent Alberta after a referendum. That is huge. A newly released video, a separatist leader claims the U.S. State Department is already in talks with the Alberta Prosperity Project and would recognize Alberta as an independent country if the referendum passes. This is just amazing. It's off the charts. Secretary Howard Lutnick dropped the mic on every expert and Democrat in the USA. Just think the United Kingdom grew 0.1%, the European Union grew 0.4%, Japan fell 0.6%, and Donald Trump's economy grew 4.3%. We're doing great. Breaking DC insider claims Trump is weighing a dramatic shift, pulling the U.S. out of the UN and pushing its headquarters off American soil by 2026. A massive first play. That is brilliant, man. Just in, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett says precious metals are skyrocketing for a good reason, because they have value. The king of metals is running, breaking gold. Gold is going up for an all-time high. Silver is parabolic. Paper lies are being exposed in real time. This isn't a rally, it's a reset signal. Hard assets are reclaiming the throne as fiat fades. The king of metals unstoppable. Silver parabolic. So, yeah, Edward Snowden being pardoned and freed. Silver is just going to keep going up and up and up. I think the cryptocurrencies to follow. U.S. intelligence documents reveal that ABC exposed the shocking truth Moderno turned Venezuela into Iran's personal ATM. Okay, so it's all this stuff is coming out. It's really amazing. Gold and silver holders at the Christmas party. Okay, thousands of Christians take over Hollywood Boulevard. That's kind of a beautiful thing, considering how satanic Hollywood is. Patrick Soon Shung, we have in our a body a gene called P53 that actually prevents cancer from occurring. Breaking spot silver breaks through 72. You can see where this is going. My father obviously failed with the Afghan withdrawal, but you can blame Trump also. Okay, yeah, really? Breaking Santa's naughty list. All right, all this. Let me just. Oh, wait, I love her. Breaking Japan's new Trump loving prime minister poses next to her famous photo with President Trump. All right, that's what true respect looks like. I just want to just briefly for 1 second go to my feed and just see what I've noted through these things. Silver just starting, Fed dying, New Year RV coming. Okay, let's listen to this for. Oh, that's me. Sorry. Is it too late to get into silver? Short answer: no. In my opinion, we're just getting started. Silver isn't moving because of hype. It's moving because of monetary pressure, supply constraints, and a global reset in how value is stored. Most people only started asking questions after price wakes up. That's normal. If you're looking to get exposure, there are two solid routes: physical silver, yeah, I digital on-chain silver. Yeah, you can trade Bitcoin into digital gold and silver. Okay, so that's possible as well. But to make gold great, but yeah, this is the era of value, real value. I think that's very excited about Elon's X thing coming out. And wait, now I'm back on the regular feed. Let me just go back to my feed for a second, see if I posted anything else. Imagine a world without the Fed. Okay, that's where we're going, guys. It's amazing. He has to declare the Insurrection Act to go into Chicago. Let's look at this thing together just for a minute. The Grand Conspiracy, unveiling a multi-front war, a war of information and culture, narrative and election control, cultural destabilization, the use of social movements, DEI policies, and cancel culture to erode traditional values, the censorship network, coordinated efforts like the Election Integrity Partnership, and Virality Project to suppress dissenting speech, the war by other means, financial and legal warfare, lawfare, utilizing lawsuits, deplatforming, and sanctions against political opponents to stifle opposition, foreign influence and operations, covert influence from foreign actors in China and Serbia allegedly compromising data and election systems, bioterrorism and health control, the COVID pandemic, and vaccines are framed as operations for control and suppression. So that's the grand conspiracy. Let's just see what they say about this. For everyone who's patiently standing by, waiting for arrests and incarceration, I hear you. But please keep in mind what President Trump and his administration are facing. This is a great post. This grand conspiracy against the U.S. didn't spring up overnight, and it won't be taken down overnight, but it will be taken down. I am the I am, for one, very thankful for their efforts to MAGA. So I think that's a great place to end this evening with. Let's see. How do I go back? What happened here? Okay, let's go back to the live. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your support with LifeWave and for this channel and for just being you. So let's play the tune. Let's play this tune again. I could play the other one if there's real interest in it. I could play the New Morning song. I don't know if it's appropriate. It has a little tiny touch of somberness, of But think, yeah, let's play that song because let's just think about what is happening right now. We are coming into the promised land. This is the end of the matrix. But think of what, like, that's what I'm saying. We need to reframe the idea of success. We need to accept the beauty in each of us. The fact that nobody else in the history of the universe could be you. That you are completely unique. So and beautiful and the do you anything about Katie Hobbs? Yeah, she needs to go. Yeah, I heard that she was caught doing some other horrible stuff. I'm trying to get into the republic, the government in the republic in Arizona, to help bring in Jasara. I mean, let me put that up before I go into a song, but everyone, in my opinion, should at least check out the Republic for USA and join the Republic. This is going to be the wave of the future. The old government is the corporation. It's not salvageable. We're not going to keep. It's not going to be go back. We're never going back to Nancy Pelosi and the creepazoids. We're going to form a government that is 10% of the size that of this government. We're going to be returning to things of value: gold and silver, XRP, XLM, copper, and this kind of stuff. DJT, fusion. We're going to have lots of power. We're coming into the promised land. But but even so, yeah, I think that's really important to just keep in mind and join the Republic and help them best you can. Morning sounds like morning. The English is full of of spell casting. Right. Catch you on the next live. Great. Okay, well, thanks, Sandra. I'm just going to play a tune to go, but think about it, man. The first light of freedom is shining bright. It's not. I don't. In my opinion, it's not going to be a dramatic shift, but it is. This is dramatic. Silver going to $70 like overnight. This is huge. So let me share this tune and think about how your life has uh, been transformed in the last. Waking up on the front porch, Sunday at dawn. The night was hotter than hell and forever long. I can see the first light breaking through the trees. I feel the changes in the cool breeze of freedom. Freedom. And it's a new morning. It's a new never saw it coming, hiding in plain sight. Banksters taking power, stealing our lives. They were looking to bury us in debt, shame and fear. But our roots grew stronger as we reached into the air with freedom. It's a new morning. With each day we're rising up in this world with the power of love, with the power of peace, the power of joy, the power of truth. It's a new morning. It's a new morning. It's a new morning. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for supporting us with LifeWave. Thanks for just being here, and thanks mostly for just being you. You're the only one that can do the job, man, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when a person really claims their power. And silver, I know a lot of people have been stacking silver for years. It's going to just get better and better. The 2026 is going to be amazing. I just don't expect it to be like suddenly, but it is kind of sudden. I mean, when you really think about it, this is happening really fast. The creeps are going down fast, and there's not going to be much left of them soon. Thank God. So may the force be with you. May you realize that you are the force. May source be with you. May you realize you are the source. You are the source of creativity. You can manifest whatever you want. Whatever you focus on will expand. So keep it positive, keep it uplifting. Don't be afraid to change. That's the key. But it seems to me that I kind of made a decision. I wanted to focus on LifeWave. I really like the product. I want to be successful. I've never really been successful at anything in my life. I mean, I have been in kind of like weird ways. I mean, I've been successful in my own mind, but in terms of like getting something back, financial rewards, and they're talking about trips and all this other cool stuff. But this is the way a business should be happening. And you feel free to, if you're looking for a new way to make a living, come join us. We'll get you online, and we'll this is a new way to do network marketing with social media. I don't know if anyone's really explored it. I mean, it sounds like Michael Jaco has, but if you become a brand partner, if you really want to pursue a career in LifeWave, come join me, and we'll get together online like Grant and Norman. We're gonna all get together online. But anybody else who wants to join us, come on over. So let's get out there with a big smile on our face. This is success, man. Don't be afraid to be successful. That's where this is all going. We're going to be like, there's no end to uh, to what we can accomplish. So let's get out there with a big smile on our face and rock the world.